Hello and welcome back to the Wonder Football Zone and to a weekend reviewing the Premier League action from this week, and starting off with a hammer blow for Arsenal and their Premier League title hopes, losing 1-0 away at Newcastle. Isak with a goal, and Arsenal huffed and puffed, probably had a few good chances to get an equaliser, but in the end couldn't convert, and Newcastle held on, and yet another loss for Arsenal, leaving them behind in the title race. So it's going to be a big blow for Arsenal, but Newcastle, really big win for them, starting to gain some momentum. But moving on then to Southampton 1, Everton 0, a huge win for Southampton. Adam Armstrong in the 85th minute giving Southampton the lead, before Beto just 4 minutes after that had a goal disallowed. Thought it was going to be more late heartbreak for Southampton. Everton were the better team here, probably should have had a goal or two, but in the end couldn't find it, and Adam Armstrong got the chance. And we saw so often last year in the Championship, he took it and gave Southampton a huge win. We saw positives from them in their performance at Man City last time out, but that's a huge win for them, and they'll be really looking to build off of that. But moving on then to Nottingham Forest 3, West Ham 0, and it was Chris Wood in the 27th minute who gave Forest lead. Alvarez for West Ham then got 2 yellow cards in the space of 10 minutes just before half time, and in the second half Forest made them pay. Hudson-Odoi and Aina with the goals for Forest, and that gave Forest a comfortable win, and a huge win for Forest, like I say, 3-0, big win for them. West Ham, they're looking all at sea, got that win against Manchester United last week, but just haven't been able to follow it up. Moving on then to a tough game for Liverpool at home to Brighton. They were training for a long period. Brighton had the lead in the 14th minute. It wasn't until the 70th minute when Gakpo got the equaliser, and just 2 minutes after that Mo Salah made it 2-1, and then Liverpool in the end got the win. It wasn't a classic for Liverpool, it wasn't their best performance, but the main thing is they showed spirit, they showed character, they came from behind and got the win. Another really impressive result for Arne Slot and his side, and more momentum built for them. But moving on then to Ipswich 1, Leicester 1 at Portman Road. It was Leif Davis in the 55th minute who gave Ipswich the lead. Calvin Phillips was then sent off for Ipswich, second yellow in the 77th minute, and Leicester looked like they were going to lose, but in the 94th minute it was Ayo who gave Leicester, I would say, probably a deserved equaliser, but heartbreak for Ipswich. That first win really was within touching distance, but in the end didn't quite come. So they'll be absolutely gutted with that. But I think there are positives for take, but they'll feel like they need to win these games. But for Leicester, a much value point rescued. But moving on into Bournemouth 2, Man City 1 at the Vitality, a shock result. Semenyo and Imbalanson gave Bournemouth a 2-0 lead, and Gabriel got a consolation goal late on. City pushed for it, had some chances, but in the end only 4 shots on goal, and Bournemouth held on for a crucial result for them. They'll be absolutely delighted with that. But Man City slipping up on the same day Arsenal did, while Liverpool won again. Suddenly looking good for Liverpool in the title race. But City can't afford too many of those. But moving on into Wolves 2, Palace 2 at Molineux. A really entertaining game this from the 60th minute on, when Trevor Chalobah gave Palace the lead, and Larson and Gomez in the 67th and 72nd minute made it 2-1, and Gully in the 77th minute made it 2-2, and this, in the end, it was a really close game. Palace probably had the chances to win it. Wolves hang on in there though, so it's a game that Palace probably feel disappointed not to win, Wolves probably feel disappointed not to win, but two struggling teams share the spoils. Moving on into Tottenham 4, Villa 1 at the White Hart Lane, and it was Morgan Rogers with a great goal in the 32nd minute to give Villa the lead, before Brennan Johnson and 2 from Solanke and 1 from Madison in the end completed a comeback for Spurs. A really impressive performance for them, building on that result against Man City last time out. Huge win for them, and they can definitely take a lot of confidence from that. But Unai Emery won't like what he saw from his team there, because that, you have to say, probably was a bit of a capitulation there. But moving on then to Manchester United 1, Chelsea 1 at Old Trafford, and it was Bruno Fernandes in the 70th minute who gave United the lead, but just 4 minutes after that Caicedo equalised for Chelsea. Both teams really pushed for an equaliser, but I thought for a winner, but I thought on the whole it was probably a fair result, I would say, between the two sides. Both these sides pretty evenly ranked. I think Roods brought in a bit of fight for Manchester United, and we definitely saw that there. Moving on into Fulham 2, Brentford 1. Yamal with a goal in the 24th minute, before Harry Wilson came on in the 82nd minute, and then things changed. In the 92nd minute, Fulham scored to make it 1-1, and in the 97th minute it was Harry Wilson again who scored. Yeah, unbelievable. Fulham really dominated the game, to be honest, and we're probably unfortunate that they weren't in front before then, but you know, to stay in it, show such fighting spirit, to get back in it, yeah, it really was a hugely impressive win for Man City here, for Fulham here, and yeah, they'll be absolutely delighted with that over their local rivals. But moving on into previewing a big week of action in the European leagues, Inter against Arsenal is a game I'm particularly looking forward to. Inter a really good side, so yeah, you feel like that could go either way in a really close game, as could Club Brugge against Aston Villa. That could go either way as well. But I think Villa will probably be optimistic. Inter will be a very tough game for us. So I think they take a draw. Sporting v Man City is also going to be very juicy. Ruben Amorim coming up against the noisy neighbours before he even takes the Manchester United job. How about that for a storyline? Liverpool against Leverkusen. Xabi Alonso going back after the job he did there last year. Yeah, I think some very interesting games coming up in the Europa League this week, and moving on into the Europa League games. Tottenham against Galatasaray is a very interesting game as well, and one that you feel probably should go Tottenham, but Galatasaray, I don't think you can really underestimate them. Manchester United at home to Panathinaikos. I think that's a game that Manchester United will feel like they should probably be winning, but yeah, it'd be an interesting one to see how that goes. And Chelsea against another, that could, well, I think they're from Armenia, they're from 2017 or something like that. That could very well be double figures.
Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.